If you're watching this video right now, this is your confirmation that you need to get on your redemption arc when it comes to you being lonely, gentlemen. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Brent, and as usual, I like to make videos to uplift people the best way I can. And since you gentlemen decided to click on this video, you in luck, because guess what? After watching this video through the end, I promise you though, loneliness will not affect you. It won't affect you as you're doing it right now. We have it hard when it comes to being lonely. There's a difference between being alone and there's a difference of feeling loneliness. And realizing that this whole feeling loneliness is nothing but a mental thing combined with the emotions. Because when you're thinking about certain things that cause you to feel lonely, not only you think about it, but you also generate negative emotions. And as you continue to generate negative emotions, it's going to hinder you. It's going to affect your health in a bad way. There are many reasons why men experience loneliness, and there's so many ways. For instance, let's say, for example, you find a girl that you're attracted to, and you decide to shoot your shot, and all of a sudden she rejects you. Now all of a sudden you in depressed mode, thinking the fact like there's something wrong with you. Like that happened to me way back in 2012. I had 3 girls that I liked, that I wanted to be in a relationship with. And the thing with that was, dog down there, but don't worry about it. The thing with that was, they rejected me. I felt devastated, and I felt that negative emotion, feeling depressed, like damn, like, come on. Like, I got 2 younger brothers and everything, and they had girlfriends before I did. I had cousins on my mom's side of the family that had girlfriends before I did. So I felt like, damn, like what was going on with me? Like, wow, I'm the only one that's suffering from this though. It happens though. Another reason why men experience loneliness is due to depression and due to anxiety. And these 2 things I mentioned can cause like a man to feel down loneliness, because like I said before, it's just something about anxiety and depression that cause us want to isolate, because we feel like we may do something wrong and everything. Another thing with that is too, reason why not a men experience loneliness, it could be society expectations. There are times where men gotta work long hours just to sacrifice their hobbies and sacrifice their relationship and all. And I let you know, gentlemen, like, you don't have to allow loneliness get the best out of you, which is why I decided to come up with solutions and techniques that can work in your favor and everything. And mind you though, the techniques that I'm going to mention is not chronological order, so I'm just going to do the best I can to get this out the way. Tip number 1, accept the fact that you're feeling lonely. Reason why you want to do all this though, because you don't want to deny yourself. It's always best to be honest with yourself, and by being honest with yourself, that's like sets the stage of moving to the next level, because you don't want to lie to yourself. Because when you're lying to yourself, all the thing you're doing is just you're telling yourself that you don't want change, you don't want to be successful in your life, and that you want to continue to stay in your misery circle. Number 2, something that I wish I learned back then that I know now, is called self-concept. Self-concept is a technique where you identify who you really are. Sometimes you allow society, or people in general allow society, to identify who they really are. And the good thing with self-concept is really not difficult at all. Like, you're really basically writing your own story. So for example, you can say, since we're talking about loneliness, you can say, loneliness doesn't have power over me. Another good technique you can do is you can ask the question as if you already conquered loneliness. So a good example can be like, why is it so easy for me to overcome loneliness? And what you want to do, you want to make that into an affirmation. And you don't got to do robotic techniques that people on social media like to talk about. You can get a recording and you can record yourself saying these affirmations, and you play it in your head until your subconscious mind and your conscious mind start to pick it up. And just remember though too, your subconscious mind and your conscious mind don't know what's real. Another technique that that you can do to overcome loneliness is take yourself out. You don't gotta be cooped up in the house unless you ain't got a car. But if you got a whip, a car and everything, or a truck, whatever you got, man, use that time to go to places where make you feel good. During my time when I was, embracing my loneliness, I always take myself to a movie, take myself out to eat, or when it comes to like Dragon Con and MomoCon. Like, for those you don't know, I'm a cosplayer, and I've been cosplaying for a good amount of 6, 7, 8 years. It's been a long time, but every year when I was like lonely, I will always take myself out to these events because I knew that I was the main character. I felt like I was the main character. I was around like-minded people, and then not only that, though, I made some new friends and I connected with people who were just like myself. So you don't have to be cooped up in a place where you feel like you're sheltered. You can just go to, just take yourself out, and I promise you can be all right. Another thing that you want to do addressing loneliness is that you gotta learn how to have discernment. While people are out there, having a good time and you're feeling lonely, you can use the time to work on yourself. So I promise you, when you begin to work on yourself, you are going to evolve to where you will have a different mentality. Your discernment skills can be improving. Your critical thinking will be improving. You'll be asking questions and learning how to move differently and move carefully and make better choices and everything. And that's what I did, embracing the loneliness path and everything. Another technique that you can do when embracing loneliness, you want to, start hitting the roots of your core of why you're feeling loneliness. And this is an opportunity for you, gentlemen, because like I said, society loves talking about, a man gotta be Mr. Macho and everything, but if you express your emotion or 1% of emotion that make you less of a man, I'm gonna let you know, gentlemen, that's BS, okay? That's just BS. But what you can do, get your journal and just write out how you feel. And I guarantee you, that's the thing right there. I think sometimes we tend to underestimate the power of journaling. And I used to write music way back in like 2014, 2015. So you have a song in your head, and then when you write it down, next thing you know, that song out your head is out in the universe and everything. And it's the same thing with journaling. You want to write down how you feeling, because when you read it, you can read what your thoughts are doing. And the good thing with that is that not only the thoughts is in paper, but when you read it, you can remind yourself and figure out, okay, how can I make better choices? How can I make better decisions and everything? But like I said, this whole feeling of being lonely should not be something that you should allow to get the best out of you, gentlemen. Because like anime characters like Naruto, he redeemed himself in so many ways. And for those of you who never heard about Naruto, I'm just summarize it up the best I can. He was a boy that, had the nine-tailed fox in him because the nine-tailed fox attacked the village. So every villager despised him because he had the demon within him. But as time progressed, he ended up saving the village from the Akatsuki, known as one of the Akatsuki members known as Pain. And then he also became the hero from the Fourth Great Shinobi War in the ninja world. So he went from being hated on to being liked, to being acknowledged. And at the end of the day, his dream would become Hokage, which he became. You gotta treat yourself like you're the main characters in anime. When you look at a main character, what do? They all go through a situation that they can redeem themselves. And I'm telling you, gentlemen, you're watching this video, man, you got it good, man. You got it good. Don't sit here and think that this loneliness has power over you. Treat it as if you were the main character. Become the number one hero. Become victorious, not a victim. Because guess what? If you continue to allow this loneliness to get the best out of you, Jim, I promise you, your mind will be messed up. your emotions, which is energy and emotion, is going to mess up, and your physical health and everything. And I understand though, gentlemen, you know, society, you know, has this way of trying to put down men, but you got to realize that what the stuff society is doing, you do the exact opposite, which is why I'm making this video for you all to realize the fact that each and every one of you all who click on this video right now have the potential to overcome loneliness. Don't allow loneliness to get you. You have the power. Remember, every day is a new day. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to say it's too hard to overcome the loneliness feeling. What I will say is this though, if you stay consistent at working on yourself, it's going to be easy through time. So like I say, gentlemen, you got this. Let's get motivated. Let's become the better version of ourselves. And I promise you, gentlemen, if you start working on yourself, you're going to be the prize, man. Like, matter of fact, you'll be so OP to the point where you don't got to worry about calling yourself the prize. Because you walk in that embodiment like a prodigy, bro, you're going to feel like you're the prize, man. We got this, man. So I hope you all having a good day. Hope you all take heed to this video. Hope peace and love and abundance. I'm out. Peace.